All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Labor Day edition of Two Iron Men talking about healthy things.
That's right. That's right.
What's up, Robbie? Robbie's here for Mastering Diabetes and Omegreen. We are broadcasting and simulcasting live on both channels, so we want to give everybody some love on this Labor Day. Hopefully you're not working. Hopefully you are enjoying some time with your family and just having a blast. What are you up to, Robbie? You're on the road, which is perfect for our episode today.
Yeah, 100%. I'm on the road. I actually enjoy working on Labor Day. I got stuff to do when I get home, but yeah, it's just a quick drive here. Got up early this morning from Miami, headed back home to the Sarasota Bradenton area. And the topic of traveling really messes with people, Corey.
It does.
It doesn't have to be challenging. It's about planning.
It's true. It's true. And everybody, I just want you to know that I too am on the road. I am actually visiting family, and this is not my real house background in any way, shape, or form. This is a stock image background. I just got to make sure that I call that out because boy, oh boy, if I had this grand piano here, holy cow, I'd be playing that thing every day.
Absolutely. And that, just so everybody knows, my car is not moving. My car is parked. I am safe. I would not be doing this while my car was moving.
Yes. So everybody listen up. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to mention a couple tips about traveling on the road because road trips are hard, especially when it comes trying to find whole food, plant-based food. It is sometimes a nightmare, but there's some things that you haven't thought about, right? There's more beyond the road signs that we want to share with you. In addition to that, you always have a choice and you have options. And we're going to share some of those today. Robbie and I kind of live this whole food plant-based lifestyle. So we're going to share that with you. And then of course, at the end, we have a great Labor Day, sale happening over at Omegreen that we want to share with you soon. So we'll reveal that a little bit later. But first, let's get to kind of road.
First, Corey, let me correct something real quick.
Okay.
Kind of. We don't kind of live this lifestyle, Corey. We live this lifestyle.
We do.
Through and through, passionately, because of the benefits that we have experienced. And for me personally, it's living with type 1 diabetes. It's the insulin sensitivity, which leads to predictable blood glucose management, which just makes my day better.
Yeah.
Like people oftentimes say, well, don't you want to have this treat? Don't you want to have that treat or something? And I'm like, no, it's not worth it. The consequences are not worth it. The benefit of sticking to this plan, of sticking with the foods that I know optimize my insulin sensitivity, that's where it's at. That's what I'm 100% here for. And the best part about it is sticking with the program is not a sacrifice. It's not. When you put your, I don't want to, I'm at a rest stop. There's McDonald's around here. There's IHOP. That's not food. I'm not even thinking about that. If I want to eat anything, I got a ripe mango sitting right next to me. I got an entire banana box full of mangoes. I would just stop out and eat that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually doing a little bit of fasting, which is something we talk about at Mastering Diabetes. It's one of the core components of the Mastering Diabetes method. And a lot of the folks at Omegreen are using Omegreen while they're doing their intermittent fasting. So that is a huge, huge card that you can play when you're traveling, whether it's airplane travel, road travel. And I want people to know that that's an option.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get to, probably some of you are like, what the heck even is Omegreen? We're going to reveal that. It is, just so you know, it's a whole food plant-based supplement that Robbie and Cyrus over at Mastering Diabetes discovered, founded, created, formulated, and we're going to share an amazing offer with you just coming up in a second. But we really want to stick to the core of the show here. And Robbie, you mentioned it. Fasting for me is, we just took a road trip up to Georgia to see a family member. And on that road trip, it's about 8 hours from where I live, stopping and going with family and stuff like that. And for me, I knew going into it, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to hydrate like crazy because ultimately I know that I don't want to be stopping every hour to use a restroom. So what I do is I will hydrate first, and then I will try to let that water run its cycle through my body. And I know that I'm good, right? And I said at the beginning, guys, that we're both Ironmen. We are. And this race is, 11, 12 hours long. And you've got to figure out your hydration. You've really got to plan it. So I really think about things from an Ironman side in the sense of okay, if you start off an 8-hour trip without drinking anything because you don't want to stop to use the restroom, that's not going to work. You're going to feel horrible, right? You're going to have a headache. You're going to have dry mouth. You're just going to just feel off, right? So understanding what you're getting yourself into. And in addition to that, knowing that I'm not going to be consuming any food for 8 hours is one method. We're not telling everyone that this is going to work best for you. You have to decide what's going to work best for you. But for me, I believe that on my trip up, fasting was the best option for me. Now, did I still drink water? Yes. Did I still stop in the restroom? Yes, absolutely. But for me, on the way up, fasting worked best for me. What do you do, Robbie, when you do need to grab a little something, or do you just fast? Either time you're on the road.
So I do both. I do both. I fast or I plan my meals. So this is a big part of the Mastering Diabetes method. Okay. So even in our decision tree booklet, a lot of people buy the decision tree booklet. And just so you guys know, the decision tree is a tool that is the fourth component of the Mastering Diabetes method. Okay. It's a tool where you document your day-to-day decisions. And on that sheet in the lower right corner of the decision trees in the booklet, there is a place where you can plan your meals. This is one of the most life-changing decisions you could possibly make, which is to start planning, write it down in the morning. What time are you going to have breakfast and what are you going to eat for breakfast? What time are you going to have lunch and what are you going to eat for lunch? Are you going to have an afternoon snack? Write it down. There's pre-committing here. And there's a lot of science on this topic, and it's extremely powerful. You can see the Decision Tree Journal on the screen if you want to grab that. But the key point here is I will not go into a travel day, Corey, without thinking through the logistics of where I'm going to be, at what time, what am I going to have access to. If it's a flight, you think that, okay, well, what if my flight's delayed? Am I going to have a tote bag with me just in case? Okay. If everything's on time, my flight's going to land here. I'm going to be able to get my car at this time. I'm going to go to this grocery store. You really plan it out. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fail because the world is not set up to support you in making healthy decisions. When you get in that rental car and you start driving around, yeah, I mean, you could make it work, or you can start putting in the grocery store into your Google Maps, but temptation, other people around you, other people and their plans. It's like, Corey, I know not every family member is doing the same thing you're doing, but you navigate that, right? And so you put in a plan. Is that correct?
It is. I told Robbie, I said, we stopped at a Wendy's because my family was like, look, we're hungry. We want some fries. Dad, just stop at the Wendy's. And I have two choices, folks. I can say, absolutely not. This family does not stop at Wendy's. I refuse to give my money to that establishment, right? That's me by myself. But I have other people in the car, and I enjoy being married and I enjoy being a good dad. And, one could argue that being a good dad would not exposing your kids to trash food. However, this was a road trip and this was something where I was like, you know what? They want this. I'm going to let them make their own decisions. They did all get, small fries. I did not consume the fries. It doesn't make me better than them. But I do know that certain people, when they got home, had a stomach ache. And I think that had I stopped them from moving forward with making their own decision, that the anger and the frustration would have been with me as a dad. And parents, like, hopefully you're not going to like just crush me for this. Like, I'm just trying to do the best I can as a dad. And everybody's got their own decisions to make. But ultimately, when they had the stomach ache after, I think that they learned and associated that when I ate the go-go squeeze or the apple or the banana or the grapes, I didn't have the same feeling I had as when I ate the Wendy's fries. And for me, that's the win. That's the opportunity for them to learn on their own rather than me dictating what they will and will not have. It's a little different because at home, you cook the food, and if you don't like the food, it's okay. You don't have to eat it, but that's the food, right? You know what I mean, Robbie?
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw some great comments come in, Corey, and A great comment. You know, we talked about this earlier. Renee Ramirez, I think, wrote this in the chat, but Wendy's is actually one of your best options because they
Mm,
oftentimes sell just plain baked potatoes. That's on the menu, plain baked potatoes. And Renee's
nice.
saying she can get a side salad with no cheese. So, there are options at fast food restaurants. You can make intelligent decisions, and Wendy's a baked potato is a really, really good option. You could travel with your own sauce, so that's just good to know.
It is. It is. It's funny. When I went to the Wendy's, I asked for a baked potato, just a plain baked potato, and they said, "We're actually out of baked potatoes. Would you like to sub that for a fry?" And I was like, "No, thank you."
Oh gosh, that's
Just
funny. That's
not.
funny.
It's not the same, folks. A fried string potato is not the same as a baked potato. Robbie, why is that? I mean, they're both potatoes. They're just in different forms, correct?
Yeah, let me tell you, the biggest problem is when you get these French fries at these common restaurants, they're going to be cooked in oil. Okay, oil is one of the worst things you could choose to consume if you are looking to maximize your insulin sensitivity. And just to be clear, I know this is a controversial topic. I'm not mixing my words, guys. All oils, all of them, the purest, most high quality olive oil you could ever find, coconut oil, it doesn't matter. Oil is pure fat. The calories, okay, you might want to argue, but oh, this one has a little more nutrients than the other. Okay, fine. Okay, it doesn't matter. The caloric composition, they have removed the protein, they've removed the carbohydrate. It's the most calorie dense food on the planet. It will make you insulin resistant, even in small quantities. And I speak on this topic with a high level of confidence because I live with type 1 diabetes. Cyrus lives with type 1 diabetes. We've worked with thousands of people who live with type 1, and we are the ultimate test subjects for this very problem. This very problem. A little bit of oil makes our blood glucose very challenging to manage and requires more insulin at the subsequent meals until this is processed and handled. Okay, so
Yep.
you've got to stay away from the oil if you want to maximize your insulin sensitivity. And if you have questions about essential fatty acids and getting enough fat, then you should go to exactly that URL you see on the bottom of the screen, masteringdiabetes.org/book, and read the detail in there about how much fat do you actually need, what can you get those essential fatty acids from, how do you optimize the conversion of those essential fatty acids into long chain fatty acids such as EPA and DHA, all in mad detail in the book. There's over 800 citations in the book. And also, Corey, we talk about some medicinal plants in the book, including Indian gooseberries,
Beautiful.
also known as amla berries. Okay,
Yep.
so maximizing your insulin sensitivity is putting it all together, including the world's most antioxidant-rich whole food, amla berries. And Corey, I think you have some thoughts on this topic.
I do. I do. You know, we're gonna transition and we're gonna tell you a little bit about amla berries and amla green. But before we do, I want to do a lightning round, Robbie. You ready? We're gonna go back and
Let's
forth.
go.
Okay. So we're gonna
Yeah, let's
I'm gonna
go.
name something you can eat on the road, and I want you to name something you can eat on the road. And we're gonna do this for about 2 minutes, just so people can have a list. So, guys, get your pen and paper out. This is what we consume on the road when we are traveling. My
Okay, let's keep it
first
very specific. Don't just say fruit. Oh, we're gonna say the name of the item because we can go for a while.
Oh, we
This
got
list's
a lot
gonna
of
get
fruits to
long.
name.
Get,
Yes,
this
yes.
list's gonna get long. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to start with green grapes.
Okay. How about red grapes?
Red grapes is good. I'm going to see your red grapes with a banana.
I'm gonna see your banana and up you to a Granny Smith apple.
Ooh, Granny Smith is good, but I'm going to upgrade you and go Jazz or Honey Crisp.
No. I'm gonna upgrade you and go Fuji.
Ooh, Fuji, la la la. Okay, Fuji. All right. I'm going to say, if anyone's familiar now, Robbie, I don't know about people with diabetes, but Lara bars are very clean date bars, and I love having a Lara bar every now and then. I feel like those are
Okay,
good.
Larabars are okay. I think there's one variety that's actually low in fat.
Okay. Okay.
But you got to be, most of them have a nut base, so be careful with the Larabars.
Okay.
I'm gonna say blueberries.
Blueberries are good. I'm gonna go with a protein shake. Here's what I know you're not a protein guy. For me, folks, I consume, or are you? Maybe you are. I don't know. I consume 2 protein shakes a day with an organic whole food plant-based protein powder. I could put it in some unsweetened almond milk, shake it up, and I'm solid. That would be an actual like good snack / meal for me.
Perfect. Okay, that's good. That's an option. Okay, strawberries.
Okay, strawberries are great. Watermelon.
Okay. Now there's a company called Rhythm that makes chips. There's these carrot chips. It's literally just carrots in a bag. They're amazing.
That's a good one. And you know what? They also have Rhythm has beet chips as well, but not the sea salt ones. Just skip those.
Correct.
You just have the beets. They're still yummy.
100%. Absolutely. Very good.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, so now I have to go. So just literally a baked potato. You can literally bake the potato, put it in your little plastic bag, and put it in your purse or your bag or your backpack.
True. Okay. Cantaloupe, and then you got one more, and then I'll finish this out.
Butternut squash.
Oh, nope. We're going to end it right there. Butternut squash is awesome. Okay. Butternut squash rules. Okay. Hopefully that gives you a lot of ideas, guys. Now, listen, if you're like, well, that's just a bunch of fruits. No, what that is that's a bunch of food, folks. What we just mentioned was actual food. I don't think you can get some fresh watermelon from McDonald's. So, Robbie, where the heck are you supposed to get this food, this actual food? It's the place that's not necessarily listed on those road signs. And it is what, Robbie?
It's called a grocery store, and they're everywhere. They are everywhere, okay? Very frequently, if the McDonald's is there, a grocery store is probably pretty close nearby.
It's so true. All right, folks, we're going to transition. We're going to tell you about Amla, and then we're going to tell you about the great deal. We're actually giving something away for free today only. All right, so Omegreen. Omegreen, long story short, Robbie and Cyrus. Robbie has a master's in public health. Cyrus has a PhD in nutritional biochemistry. These gentlemen discovered that the amla berry, which by itself tastes a little strange, is one of the most potent and powerful antioxidants on the planet. So what they did was they said, let's make it taste a little better. Let's mix it with some whole food, plant-based ingredients that will give it that extra little zing that makes people love it just by itself in water. So if you love tea, green tea, it is an oolong green tea mixed in with the amla, and it has a couple other small, things in it. Like the other products have elderberry or mint or cinnamon or hibiscus. There's a variety of flavors, and we'll show you in just a second, but all of them taste great in water by themselves. But you don't have to use it in just water. There's other ways that you can use it. And Robbie, I'll throw it to you because I know that you're making salad dressings on the daily. Yep. Every now and then you might make an acai bowl and eat it with a spoon. Like what happens in your life that you can use amla, in multiple different ways?
So I would say the top 2 ways that I think our audience who's watching here, who wants to reverse insulin resistance, okay? I want you to write T in the chat box. If any of this is true for you, just write the letter T in the chat box. If any of this is true, you want to lower your blood sugar, you want to lower your A1C, you want to lose weight, you want to lower your cholesterol, you want to lower your triglycerides, or you want to lower your blood pressure. If any of that is true, write the letter T in the chat box, okay? So, along those lines, one of the 2 of the best options for getting that small scoop of amla in your body every day, because the key thing, Corey, is consistency. If you want benefits from pretty much any lifestyle change, you have to do it consistently. So medicinal plants consumed consistently gives you the benefits that we see in the research. So number 1 is a low-fat salad dressing, right? So an oil-free salad dressing, put some amla in there, boom. Oftentimes, you don't even taste it, okay? So number 2 would be in a smoothie bowl. A smoothie bowl that you consume with a spoon. You described it very well, Corey. when you're looking to reverse insulin resistance and keep a stable blood glucose, it's not the smartest thing in the world to just gulp a smoothie very fast. We're not looking for liquid calories here, okay? So, but if you make it more like a soup and you're spooning it out and you're enjoying it over some time, all right? Including some greens in there, like a green smoothie potentially, okay? So we have, yeah, like lots of great comments here about simple meals, all right? And you could just literally, you could also just sprinkle your amla on top of a salad. So
Yeah.
hibiscus is the one I consume. I choose to live a caffeine-free lifestyle, and so I love hibiscus. We serve everybody in their choices here at Omegreen, okay?
Yep.
We heard the audience, and they wanted something. I think you're going to talk about it soon, Corey, but we created something real special because the audience asked for it, right? And that's another way to get in your omelet, but I'm not going to spill the beans yet. I'll let you spill the beans.
Well, the beans are that we have a wonderful Labor Day offer for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna put it up on the screen in just a second here. But ultimately, if you head over to omegreen.com, what you're gonna find is you're gonna find this amazing offer. This is our Labor Day sale, and it ends today. So what you see there is a bundle that is called the Everyday Immunity Bundle. It will give you hibiscus, classic, and it will give you elderberry, and it will give it to you and save 20 bucks. But if that's not for you and you're like, you know what, I don't want to try that. I love coffee. I'm obsessed with coffee. Well, guess what? We just released an Amla infused coffee. What does it taste like? Well, it tastes like organic, beautiful, amazing coffee. It doesn't taste weird, doesn't have a strange aftertaste. Guys, people are freaking out about this coffee because it is the coffee for healthy people. It is the coffee for people that want to boost their antioxidant intake. It will put that force field around them to help them. Now, if you buy either one of those two items, all right, the immunity bundle or the coffee in any variety, because the more you buy, the more you save, we will give you a free 90-day supply of Omegreen pumpkin spice. And if you want to talk about the most, I don't know, viral, it's the most popular flavor, all right, is pumpkin spice. We are literally giving it to you $59 worth of product for free today only if you buy one of those two products, the Everyday Immunity Bundle or any variety of coffee. You could get a single, a 2-pack, 4-pack, 6-pack. You could subscribe. You could not subscribe. It's up to you. But that's the offer, Robbie. And I don't know if I don't know if you knew about that.
It's kind of like the deal of the century. And I want people to look. I also, when we do these shows, I love in the comments people sharing their wins. Share your wins. Like what wins have you had with your consistent use of a low-fat, plant-based food diet? Okay, I want to know. This person says I strive for 10 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. I strive to eat whole foods. However, something with the green smoothie and amla, that's great. You're doing great, Colleen. Keep doing it consistently. That's the key.
I want to say our producer Bess is telling us we have 6 questions, so we're going to fly through them. We got about 5 minutes left. We're going to get to as many questions as we can. So Bess, let's go for it. All right, first question. Does burning and tingling fingers in your tips and toes, is that a sign of type 2 diabetes, Robbie?
Okay, that's potentially a sign. There could be other reasons that would cause that, but this is very important. You have to address this. I highly recommend you work with a qualified doctor. There's a company we recommend. It's called Love Life Telehealth. Just Google Love Life Telehealth, and I would work with a doctor, get the right tests, and make sure you address that because that's not going to be a good quality of life. Talk to a doctor.
Great tip. Okay, next. Any thoughts on some of the ground fruit and fiber antioxidant powder blends? Fruits and veggies and seeds and all in one powder. So it's really just a question about, whole food powders in general, Robbie. What are some things to look for in a powdered supplement?
Okay, so I would look for the additives, right? Did they add, are there like preservatives? Are there solvents? Like, is there a bunch of garbage added? Is there anything on the ingredient label that you can't understand? That's a problem. You see natural flavors on there? That's a problem. I would stay away from that. Okay. So I think that's what we're so proud of at Omegreen is how clean the product is. It is just the ingredients that you like, whether it's the turmeric or the ginger, whether it's the hibiscus, like it's just that, like each product, every ingredient. So, but yeah, like you just got to be careful with the ingredients. and just make sure the foundation of your diet is whole foods. These are additions, right? These is not like
Yep.
replacements. All right.
Yep.
That's the key. A lot of people make a mistake thinking, oh, like there's another company out there. I'm not going to name the name, okay? But there's other companies out there with their advertisements are like, oh well, it's too hard to get vegetables in, so I'm just going to consume this vegetable powder. That's not the best way to go about it. You need to learn how to eat a healthy diet and add medicinal plants on top. They are not a replacement. They're not like, oh, I don't eat healthy, so I'm just going to have this. No, no, it's it's a
All right.
combination.
We have 2 questions left. Our next question is, it's coming. It's coming. Here we go. Okay. If it wasn't for his type 1, he'd probably consume even more carbs throughout the day. Oh, Robbie, go ahead and reveal to people how many carbs you consume throughout the day.
Oh, I don't know if you're talking about me or somebody else, but I eat over 700 grams of total carbohydrate per day. So and again, at Mastering Diabetes, we're about abundance and helping you find a program that's sustainable for you. It's not like a race who eats the most carbs or something. It's who finds a program that is satisfying and sustainable. That's what I found for me. I've been doing this for over 17 years. I eat abundantly and I absolutely love it.
Brilliant. All right. One more question here. It is about fruits. What is it? Oh, wait. What is the name of the protein powder you use? Oh, Trisha, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know. Trisha. I'll tell you what, if I will personally reply to this comment and I will give you that.
There is a good company though. I think Compliment makes a really
that's
great
it.
product.
That's who I use. I use Compliment. Yeah, they're our friends. Yes, it's Compliment. I use their chocolate.
Yeah, they make
it's a great.
They make if you want a clean protein powder, that's a great company.
Great call.
Yeah.
I was traveling from Canada to the
USA.
US. Yep. So what can I bring food wise? Ooh, when crossing the border.
Yeah, so you have to double check. Most of the times you can't bring food into a country. So you can bring food onto the airplane, consume it on the airplane, and then plan. You're going to get off the airplane, you're going to get an Uber, you're going to get a rental car. Where's the grocery store? Where's the Wendys? Whatever it is, you're going to plan and you're going to buy food when you get to the new country. That's what you have to do for international travel.
Okay, excellent. Okay. We have one more amazing comment from Addie. She said, I'm so excited to use the Omegreen. I've had all my antioxidants products separately and it's overwhelmingly expensive. It's all in one of your products, so much easier and cheaper. Oh my gosh, Addie, we did not pay you to say that. Thank you. Thank you for that. And again, I'm just going to show everybody the deal real quick. You can save $20 on that bundle of 3 products. It's called the Everyday Immunity Bundle, or you can buy coffee in any combination. This is the world's most powerful superfood antioxidant coffee, and it tastes amazing. I promise. You can buy either one of those 2 products, and you will get a free 90-day serving, a $59 product for free. You have to accept the offer in your cart, though. Make sure it's going to be right there. It's going to be like, hey, you want us to give you your free Omegreen pumpkin? And then just say yes, add it to your cart. It'll go 0 out. You're good to go. So that's the offer. Yep.
Love it.
And if you're like on the fence about it, guys, just get it because it's going away today. The whole offer is going away today. It's Labor Day. It's a Labor Day sale. So, all right.
Take advantage of this, guys. Take advantage of it.
All right. I think that's it, everybody. Robbie, you get back on the road and be safe. Thanks for stopping and doing a live with us here. We really appreciate it.
100%. My next stop is Whole Foods, getting ready for the week. It's going to be a great week ahead.
Love it. All right, everybody, have a great short week. We'll talk to you soon. See you later.